It's that sudden realisation the morning after the night before that Brendan Rodgers, yes, the great Saint Brendan Rodgers. I hope you like the satire and the comedy on the channel, and the fact that you never know what you're going to get one morning to the next, because YouTube is not only the second biggest search engine in the world, it's probably one of the biggest entertainment platforms in the world. So here's to lots more entertainment and valuable news from Celtic by the One Celtic Fans View news channel. Not really a news channel. I have no. Let's move on. Anyway, Brendan Rodgers is coming back to Celtic this morning. It has been confirmed late last night, and as you can see in the video, if you missed the live last night, it was just a funny wee bit of live. You know, it was just a little bit of light entertainment. And especially as it wouldn't go down too well with the Zombies, due to the fact that their Orange Lodge headquarters has been put up for sale for non-payment of tax, and one of the biggest Rangers bars in Glasgow has went into liquidation. Anyway, let's look at the headlines and then see what some people are saying about the return of the Messiah. So anyway, will Rodgers win over fans, says Sky Sports. Brendan Rodgers agrees terms to become Celtic manager. That's in the 90minutes.com. Brendan Rodgers returns Celtic long-term deal. Mixed feelings come to surface. That's Cunning Fox. Brendan Rodgers agrees terms for the next job in management as Leeds United hunt continues. That's the Yorkshire Evening Post that came out last night. Rodgers agrees long-term deal, return to Celtic. Sky Sports. Kyogo given Jamie Vardy comparison as Brendan Rodgers told Celtic better have a better version than for the Leicester legend. They have already better version of Vardy. Is Kyogo better than Vardy? I'll let you debate that one out in the comments. Brendan Rodgers' Celtic return set to be confirmed with the appointment date revealed. That was a Scotsman last night. Brendan Rodgers' Celtic sentiment he left in a taxi for Leicester. I don't think he left in a taxi. And then there's lots of other ones as well. So let's have a look at and see what some of the stories are actually saying. Brendan Rodgers set for Celtic unveil as dramatic return agreed. It's not been that dramatic. We've kind of been speaking about it for about a week now. A lot of people were saying we're not going to believe it until Celtic announced it. Well, Celtic let it slip last night that it's going to be this morning. So all eyes on the stock exchange this morning, and then Celtic will put out a statement. And it's whether to be seen or not, whether fans turn up in their thousands, or if Celtic are just want to unveil it quietly, a bit like when Ange Postecoglou came to town, although it was different circumstances. It's expected that Celtic will unveil the 50-year-old as successor to Ange Postecoglou early this week after agreeing to take over Celtic for a second time. Let's look and see what 90 minutes is saying. Brendan Rodgers agrees terms to become new Celtic manager. And that's pretty much just what everybody else is saying. And let's look at the Belfast Telegraph. Belfast Telegraph are saying that Brendan Rodgers returns to become the highest paid Celtic manager in history. Brendan Rodgers' sensational return to Celtic has been announced by the Scottish Premier Championships 4 years after upsetting the fans by walking out on the hoops to take the Leicester City job. He's came back and he's signed a long-term deal to be the highest paid manager in the club's history. After extensive talks with the club's board and majority shareholder Dermot Desmond, a 5-year deal has been finalised. This is significant. It's a significant moment in Celtic's history as they have abandoned their 12-month rolling contract approach to managers, and it's a major coup for the Glasgow Giants given Rodgers' successful track record and reputation in football management. Rodgers led Celtic to 7 domestic trophies during his previous tenure in 2016 to 2019. During the Ulsterman's first reign, he celebrated an invincible season, and to that alone, I think that we should be excited about the future. And the fact that some people say that he shouldn't be the owner, he should sell up, he should move on. But the fact that the talks have all been done to Dermot, and the fact that he has went out and he's given the guy a 5-year deal, and it's like, right, no, this 1-year rolling contract thing that we have, and although the 1-year rolling contract starts at the beginning of every single month, the beginning of every month, it's basically a year from that date. But I think that it gives us a bit of stability, it gives the manager a bit of stability as well, and he's obviously been promised to spend a lot of money. or he basically wouldn't be coming to Celtic. You can guarantee that, because that's one of the reasons that he did leave before, because he wasn't given the money. And you think what we could have got John McGinn for. And you know, it was well known at the time that John McGinn was trying to Lawwell was trying to phone John McGinn as he was heading down the motorway to try and get him to change his mind. But that's all in the past. Here's a nice coffee this morning. When you wake up and smell the coffee, can you imagine how they're feeling this morning? Anyway, they're saying that, can you remember when they all said that he was running away after winning trebles and everything, and after beating Stevie Gerrard, he was running away from Stevie G. Oh, how that didn't work out well for them, did it? Anyway, the Celtic board will now back Rodgers in the transfer market to help him deliver domestic success and compete in the Champions League. He'll obviously replace Postecoglou, who won consecutive league titles and a domestic treble last year before joining Spurs. So that's that. Let's see what other one we've got. That's the Belfast Telegraph as well. So yeah, that's it. It is official. He will be announced by Celtic PLC this morning. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you understood the satire, and it was just perfect timing. We obviously knew that there was going to be the celebration here for the local saint and the 50th anniversary of one of the churches here in Torrevieja, and it was actually fantastic that it was all about timing. And when I was out down and watching it, I thought, let's go live on the Celtic channel and announced the return of the great Saint Brendan. It was just all satire and jokes, and I hope you liked it. So make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, and I'll probably put it on the community tab whether we're going to go live this evening. We'll see what happens later on this afternoon and see what Celtic announce. But I think it does call for having a live video again and getting all your thoughts known on the comment sections, and then we'll get the comments up on the screens like we did the last one. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep an eye out on the community tab and we'll see if we're going to go live this evening. I think we might do. And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.